change what it is that you're doing. And also, get out of your comfort zones, yeah? Even just a little bit. It's to get fitter, you need to just bring your heart rate up that extra bit, yeah? And how do you know how hard you can kick? Unless if you try to kick hard, instead of just, kicking the pads. Yeah? We've got to get out of our comfort zone, that's the reality. And another thing is, ask for help, yeah? Ask for support if we need it. Just a side note with that, ask the right people, because although your family and your friends and the butcher are really well-intentioned, they're the ones who can quite often break your goals, break your vision, put you down. Ask people who will help you, yeah? Who will give you the right advice, the advice that you need to hear. You know, when I was training, I saw so many physios and masseuses and chiros, and they all told me to stop because I had a chronic shoulder injury. It took a lot of time to get this better, a lot of mind work when I had stopped. But I found a chiropractor who said, Anita, you don't need to quit. So she's been my chiropractor for 15 years now. So find the right advice from the right people. Be in the right environment. Yeah, if you don't like the gym that you're training at, how are you going to find motivation to better yourself? Yeah, make sure you like the environment that you're at. And like PUMPT, okay? There are a lot of PUMPT members here. I've been in touch with PUMPT for a while, and Tom was the first person who approached me, and it was really, really nice. He said, look, Anita, this gym's going great, I'm really happy, but I want people to be happier. I want them to really enjoy themselves here. I want to nourish them, and I want them to get the results they want, and, that's beautiful. Find a community. Find a community where you can get food and gym and just feeling really, really nice. Or get a mind coach. Yeah? Sometimes we can't get out of our own ways. We need help to be able to do that, to be able to find the motivation, to be able to help us feel better about ourselves. This is really cool. It's the last video. It only goes for about a minute and a half, but it is about teamwork.
I came over here with absolutely nothing. I had $20 in the pocket and some sweaty clothes in the gym bag. But let me tell you, I had this one little apartment, and on Thanksgiving, the bodybuilders from Gorge Gym came to my apartment, and they brought me pillows, dishes, silverware, all of the things they didn't have. None of us can make it alone. None of us. Not even the guy that is talking to you right now. That was the greatest bodybuilder of all times. Not even me, that has been the Terminator and went back in time to save the human race. Not even me, that fought and that killed predators with his bare hands. I always tell people that you can call me anything that you want, but don't ever call me a self-made man. It gives the wrong impression that we can do it alone. None of us can. The whole concept of the self-made man or woman is a myth. I would have never made it in my life without the help. So this is why I don't believe in a self-made man. Why I want you to understand that is because as soon as you understand that you are here because of a lot of help, then you also understand that now is time to help others. That's what this is all about.
How awesome is that? If you're not feeling inspired now, you will be after that, I reckon. I could have just put that on repeat and you guys would leave feeling really cool. Yeah, cool. Yeah, so don't, when you want to feel motivated, if you're lacking motivation, just, you're not alone. Yeah, get help. Watch some cool videos on Arnie. Now, there's something I want to speak to you about, and it's called the hustle, and this is really, really close to my heart, okay? The hustle's kind of cool. Like I've told you, I don't want you to go home tonight and do nothing. Or you can tonight. Go home and have a shower and go to sleep and relax. I don't want you to go home and wake up in the morning and do nothing. It is all about doing stuff. A to-do list, getting out of our comfort zones, etc., etc., etc. Yeah? But I just want you to know not to be so freaking hard on yourself. Yeah? Like, I've come a really long way. You know, we're all our brains are all wired differently. We've covered that. Yeah. But for some reason, my brain was wired a certain way. I was loved as a child. You know, I was educated. But there were times in my life where I hated myself, or you know, felt a lot of emotional pain. So I used to cut myself in high school. Yeah, that's really quite surprising to a lot of people. I wouldn't say it's necessarily public knowledge. I hope my mum doesn't watch the video. But I was like, you know, I was in high school and I was a leader and I was motivated and I was happy, and that was me. That was real. But behind closed doors, I was in so much emotional pain that I didn't want to feel it, so I would hurt myself. That's essentially it. That's essentially what people with self-harm do. And then when I was 22, I put myself in hospital because I no longer wanted to live. I tried really hard as well, yeah? You know, gratefully the body was really strong, but I like swallowed lots of tablets and I put my bookshelf against the wall and the door, I didn't want my housemates to find me, didn't succeed. You know, I can easily speak about it now because I don't know who that was, it was me, but you know, life changes, anything changes. The grass isn't always greener on the other side. That beautiful, motivated, like, that was all real, but there was a lot of pain going on. So essentially what I did eventually after seeing counsellors and psychologists, I went to mind coaching, and it's what worked for me. We're all different, yeah. Mind coaching might not work for everybody. It absolutely worked for me. But then what happened was I came such a long way. Oh my God, I'm so happy. Then I got really hard on myself. You know, whenever a challenge came along, I was like, yes, a challenge. I'm going to fix this. I'm going to fix myself. I'm going to become a better person. Everything's going to be okay. And I got really, really, really hard on myself. And as a result of that, I got exhausted. I'm getting emotional speaking about it. It's quite raw. It's really cool that this happened before this talk, I suppose, because I don't want you to go home and exhaust yourself. But I exhausted myself, and I kept doing all these courses and putting all my money into these courses, and it was exhausting. And then what I also did was that I was never good enough. Yeah. So aim, eat big. You know, 25 kilos instead of 20. You know, think big, but let's be nice to ourselves when we do it, because what happens? We get exhausted. We are never good enough. And then sometimes, your soulmate won't be in the audience watching you speak because you lost them, because you were never good enough for them, because you kept trying to improve yourself. Or you might put yourself in hospital, yeah, from working too hard. You could nearly die. Or you could lose your family from trying to build the business too much. You know, too hard, just, you know, losing focus. Just be kind to yourself. Yeah, you can hustle, you can take action, you can do lots of things, get out of your comfort zone. I encourage that, but you've got to enjoy it. You've got to enjoy the process. You've got to congratulate yourself on a daily basis for getting up at, 6:45 instead of 7 a.m. That's okay. Just enjoy the process. Don't get lost. Don't get lost in the hustle. Do something, but don't get lost in doing it. Enjoy it. So, attitude. It's all about which way you look. Yeah? Filter for the good stuff. Few deep breaths. Focus on what's good. Focus on what's good now. Focus on what's good that you want. Have a positive attitude. Perspective. Yep. So, most people here have competed in something. Would you agree that you learn more from a loss than you do from a win? Yeah? Totally. You learn more from a loss than you do from a win. So, perspective. It sucks losing. I hate it. I've lost before. I cried in the shower. So, but you know what? How much do you learn from losing? And would you prefer to lose with honour than win by cheating? If every week you guys played footy with the crappiest teams, you will not progress. It will just be, yep, awesome, and then you get sick of it. But if you played a really hard game and everyone was right there and playing so well, but the team was better than you were, it's all about perspective, right? We played really freaking good today. Perspective. Self-image. Okay? This is me. I'm the kitty cat. I love myself. Yeah? Except lioness. I look at myself like I'm the lioness. It's a beautiful way to live. Self-image, if we love ourselves, anything is possible. That might make people here feel uncomfortable. Like when, I love myself. I don't think I'm better than anyone else, but I love myself. And it's a really nice way to live. I'm telling you, I've been at the other end. Love yourself. And you know what? If people look at you like you're a kitty cat, but you're actually a lioness, give a shit what they say. Yeah? It's all about our self-image, what we think of ourselves. Now, I want you to keep in mind that have the idea of continuous learning and growing. Well, like I said, you're going to change no matter what. But it's important to learn and grow. And we can do that simply by taking 3 deep breaths every morning. Or we can do that